Today, we're talking all about Amazon home products that your space will thank you for later. These are products you're gonna love, they're gonna make life easier, and they're going to fulfill all of those needs you didn't even know you had. So the first product I wanna talk about today is this silicone floor protector. So they come in a really big set, right? So you're gonna get tons of them. So for all your dining chairs, for all your chairs that have feet on them, these are going to save the day. So the way they work is they have a felt pad in them, and you just stick the foot of your chair inside and it will protect your floor. Because we all know when we have bar stools or wooden stools, they sometimes end up scratching our floors, and fixing a floor is really expensive. And there are actually two different sizes on Amazon, so you can measure the size of your legs that you have for your dining tables and chairs, and you can put them on, and this is what they look like. They're pretty inconspicuous. I really like them, and they really do protect your floor. They even have these grips on the bottom, so your furniture isn't going to move. So this could also be good for your sofa. If you have a sofa with legs and it like moves back every time you sit down, and you don't want your sofa to touch the wall, because they talk about that all the time, this is going to be your best friend. The next Amazon home product that your home will thank you for is something you probably don't need. You really don't need this, but I have to tell you about it. It is this bed vacuum cleaner. So you're like, Kiva, stay off of Amazon. Oh, I can't. But the beauty of this is that you can actually get all of those dust mites out of your mattress. Now, I don't know if you know this about your mattress, which you should, but it attracts so much dust, and all of your dirt and grime and sweat that you have at the end of every day is just sucked into it. It just is. And I know you're like, oh, I took a shower. It doesn't matter. You're still dirty, right? So all of that is getting into your mattress, and you need to get it out. And of course, you can use the same vacuum that you use for the rest of your home. But if you just use that vacuum to vacuum out your trash can, and then you put it on your bed, I don't know if that's the best way to go about it. So this is just like a designated vacuum cleaner for your bed. It goes really nice and flat. It will pull out all of that debris. This is just something you need to do occasionally, right? And especially if you're using like baking soda to refresh your mattress, you can put the baking soda down and then use this to suck it all up. Because I will say, I did that with a normal vacuum once, and it did break the vacuum. And the vacuum was $300. And I was very angry about it. So this is really fantastic. It gets amazing reviews on Amazon. I've seen it all over TikTok. Of course I had to buy into it. Of course I love it, and I think you're gonna love it too. Now, a high-end home has tons of great cord management, right? Because there's nothing like an ugly cord that will ruin your living room, your dining room, pretty much any room. But cord management can be super expensive and super difficult to do. And that's why I love this. So I found this, it's called a Sleek Socket. And basically what you do with it is you put it on that socket, so you're not looking at like those ugly holes, right? The ugly electrical sockets. It just makes it a really nice and flat plate. And therefore, it actually has a string that like goes down. It's a really minimal cord, and then you're able to actually plug in everything on the floor. So you can hide that plug in a basket or behind a table or something like that, so you don't have all of those cords kind of floating on the upper part of your wall. This happens all the time. I think it is such a pain, and it is so ugly. And it accommodates so many different plugs. It accommodates 3 plugs. So this is great for your media area, right? Because you have your TV, your Xbox, and what other gaming console is popular today. I only know the GameCube, but they don't sell those anymore, and that devastates me. But I absolutely love this. You can use this in kitchens, bathrooms, living rooms, dining rooms. It doesn't matter. This is going to take you super far. And while we are on the topic of cord management, I have to share this product, which is probably my favorite product I've ever found ever. So you're like, Kiva, this is just an extension cord with like a socket on it. So this thing has a socket on one side, and then it has 2 USB ports on the other. And basically what you do is you tuck this on the inside of your sofa, and you take this wire and you feed it through your sofa to plug it in. This means you can plug in your phone or anything with a USB port or a socket in and easily access it while you're on the sofa. Because let's face it, we all love to scroll and watch television, right? There are no shows now that just keep you staring at it forever. You gotta check Instagram, you gotta check TikTok, you gotta subscribe to DIY with KB, and if you haven't done that yet, now is the time to do so. But this is fantastic. It just fits around the curve of your cushions, and you hide it back there. And you can move the piece around to kind of finagle it to fit your couch better, but but I absolutely love this. And even if you don't have a place in your couch to kind of feed this through, you can hide it in the side of your cushion and feed it onto the floor. This is just way better than reaching over, trying to plug your phone in or having your phone die, because people don't know what to do when their phones die anymore. They're like, this is the end. And it's not the end, right? You should take some time without screens. But if you can, this is your BFF. Now, this video is all about products that your home will thank you for. And your home will thank you for being a smart home, and so will you, because if you like to sit on the couch and turn on your lights and all of this video is for you, because I hate being bothered by the need to stand up, right? I want to sit and binge my show in peace. That's why I need to talk to you about these smart plugs. So if you don't know what a smart plug is, it's basically a plug that can be controlled by an app. And this is the Amazon brand smart plug. And basically what you do with the smart plug is you plug it in and you plug all of your other things to it. And you can say, Alexa, turn smart plug 1 on, and then the lights that are attached to that will then turn on. And you can actually control this when you're not in the home. So if you're on vacation or something like that, you can control your lights all thanks to this with an app. And you can put these all over your home. So for your lamps, for your, what else do you plug in? I was gonna say your washing machine. Why on earth would you use a smart plug for your washing machine? But for whatever it is you want to be smart, you can do it with these plugs. Now, another smart home thing you might want to pick up is not this, but this will work in conjunction with it, is actually these smart light bulbs. So these smart light bulbs come in a set of 4 for around $36. And I've talked about these before, and I'm talking about them again because they are amazing. Compared to the Philips Hue ones, they are very simple. They're not the highest tier of smart technology, but they get the job done. Basically, these light bulbs, you plug them in to your lamp or whatever lamp you want to use and download an app. When you do so, you're able to actually make that light be warmer or cooler or red, yellow, whatever color you can possibly think of using that app. You can also set it as a timer as well, kind of like those smart plugs. So if you're out of town, you can have the lights come on, or if you just want a timer in your home, you can do that as well. So I really love these because you can customize the type of light you are receiving, and that's actually really great for the holiday season, which we are going into. And again, I just really love that you can turn the lights on entirely from your phone. So if you don't want to stand up, or you can't stand up, or you're not at home and you need to turn the lights on for your dog sitter or whomever is staying here, you can do that. And if you use those light bulbs in conjunction with these smart plugs, you are going to be good to go. So this is the Lutron Credenza plug-in dimmer. And so dimming a light, that makes a space look sexy. That makes a space look sophisticated, right? Because when the only options are really bright fluorescent light and darkness, it's not too exciting, right? We want to have ranges of light depending upon what you're doing. What if you're on a date, right? Or what if you need to see, right? It doesn't matter what you're doing. You need to be able to accommodate different settings. And that's why I love a dimmer. And sometimes you buy a lamp that isn't already on a dimmer. The way this works is that you take this and you plug your lamp into this, right? And then you plug this into the wall. And you can use this to dim any light. And the light has to have a specific type of light bulb, and you can find all of that on Amazon. And again, everything in today's video will be linked down in my description box, and will also be over on my Amazon storefront, where you can find tons of other amazing Amazon finds. But you plug them into one another and you're able to dim any light. So you can get a really nice, sophisticated and nice experience. I especially love using these in bedrooms on your nightstands, because a lot of the time one partner goes to bed first. Which partner is that in your relationship? My wife always goes to bed 3 hours before me, and I'm like, wake up, I'm bored. But you want to be able to read books or do whatever. You need a little bit of light, but you can't have the glaring light. So this is great. You can dim it just so that you can keep reading or doing whatever while your partner stays asleep. So these are really fantastic. And what I will also say is these actually help conserve energy. There's tons of information on how this conserves energy, and that's something we definitely always want to be doing when we can do so. Now, this next product I think is going to be an absolute game changer for you if you have a newer iPhone. But honestly, this product works for iPhones, Motorola phones, LG phones, Samsung phones, and I literally don't know who else makes phones, so you'll have to read the list. But it is this wireless phone charger, but the phone charger is made out of a stone. This is as excited as I get. This is my peak, you guys. But I love this because you get the wireless charging, which is so popular right now, especially if you have that magnetic disc on the back of your phone. It can lie flat and it gets to blend in. There is nothing like an ugly phone charger that ruins my day. You're like, well, lady, you need you need to deal with that. But I hate the look of a phone charger. But you don't have to worry about that with this anymore, because if you have beautiful stone countertops or you have like a stone coffee table or something like this, this is going to blend in, right? Because it looks just like a coaster and it looks sophisticated. They have so many different types of stones that you can choose from. I chose this one because it looks like concrete and I really love that. And man, this just looks so good and I love it. It sparks joy for me, and I think that you will love this. It actually also gives you a really fast charge on your phone, which is fantastic. The only thing I will say is that if you like to scroll on your phone while you're charging your phone, don't buy this, because you can't do that. But this is great to have in the kitchen with you while you're cooking or while you're binging the new Lord of the Rings series, which I'm really loving, or whatever it is you're doing. The next Amazon product that your home will thank you for actually has to do with cleaning. It has to do with cleaning grout lines and predominantly stones and stuff in your home. An ugly grout line is ugly. It's sad. It's unfortunate. You don't want to look at it. And a lot of the times the grout lines, especially in your shower, they grow mold. I know we don't want to talk about it. We want to act like our bathrooms are perfect, but it's not your children, right? We can criticize our bathrooms. And a great way to get something like that clean is actually with a drill attachment. And if you're not on cleaning TikTok, what are you doing? So basically they sell tons of drill attachments. They have these everywhere. This is a 9-piece set and you attach it to your drill. So you do have to own a drill to do this, and you get the rotation from the drill, right? But you have all these different attachments. Sometimes people use these to detail their cars. You can use them on your baseboards for dusting, but people predominantly use them in bathrooms. And man, a bathroom doesn't get quite as clean as it does with one of these. It's amazing. I have literally nothing negative to say about these. And honestly, it also has one for your toilet. So if you need to turbo clean your toilet, you can do that with these. It's just a way to take your cleaning to the very next level. And of course, your home will thank you for that. Vacuums. Another product that your home is going to thank you for is the WANDVAC. It was on sale for Prime Day. You saw me talk about it for Prime Day, but basically it is a miniature vacuum with a lithium battery. I use this vacuum every single day. You're like, wow, Kiva, your house is dirty. Perhaps, but I use it every single day, because if you're spilling flour or sugar or literally anything, it's gonna suck it right up. It can get into all of those nooks and crannies that frankly your Dyson cannot. And I have a Dyson vacuum and this vacuum, and I use this vacuum more. I absolutely love it. And it holds a fantastic charge. It will hold a charge for a good hour, and that's using it like constantly for that hour. I am so impressed, and it takes up little to no space. Now, you guys are gonna make fun of me for this one, but here's what I will say. If you struggle with arthritis, this product is actually for you. So, making a bed is something you should do every morning because it helps you feel refreshed and it helps you feel nice and cozy when you get into bed at the end of the day. Or that's what they say, right? You're supposed to make your bed and it really sets the tone for the rest of the day. But sometimes making your bed can be really difficult when you struggle with your hands, or you have a hard time bending over, or you just don't feel like it, right? And so I actually love to use this bed tucker. So it helps you tuck in that sheet. So you don't have to bend over quite as much if you have back problems, and you don't really have to put all of that tension on your fingers. Because as someone with horrible arthritis, tucking the bed, it'll knock my hands out of commission for the day. Seriously, it can be so hard on my fingers. And this allows you to get a really nice and crisp tuck on your sheets, which is amazing. Now we need to talk about the kitchen, because I'm renovating my kitchen right now and I am vowing to have no mess. Is that realistic? Absolutely not. But that's what I'm telling myself. So when you're cooking in the kitchen, something that happens all the time is you don't know where to put your utensils, right? So you end up leaving them on the side of the counter and they drip on the floor or something like that, or they stay in the counter. Well, not anymore, because you're going to pick up this utensil rest. So we all know what they do. They normally sell them like they look like kind of spoons, a spoon rest. This is for all utensils and it's just a grip. You set it on your counter and you put your different utensils in here, and it can accommodate 4. So they're not dripping everywhere. You don't have to lean them off the side of the countertop for you to walk into or drop on the floor. You'll be able to hold all of these right next to you, right next to the stove, and do what you need to do. I'd probably put like a kitchen rag or a paper towel underneath so that if anything does fall, it falls on that rag and you're kind of good to go and you can keep it moving. But this is great because you're going to cut down on the number of dishes you use when you're cooking, because you're not going to go through multiple things because they fall on the floor or anything like that. So it's going to save you time when it comes to cleanup, and you will thank yourself for that, because man, that is such a pain. Now, I cannot make a video about things that your home will thank you for without talking about my CONAIR Turbo handheld steamer. So not all steamers are created equal. We know that. And this is my favorite steamer, and I own 5, so you should trust me. What I really love about this steamer is you can put it completely horizontal and it will not leak, right? So that's what I hate hate about when you stay in a hotel, right? You go to steam your clothes and you put it at the wrong angle, and then suddenly it looks like you kind of walk through a thunderstorm trying to get to where you're going. You just want nice, crisp and clean steamed clothing and upholstery and all of that. So I love that you can put this completely horizontally. It's not going to leak, and it has so many different attachments. If you ever want to be like Jackie Aina, and if you don't follow Jackie Aina, you need to. She steams her sheets every morning and they look so good. I just want to go stay at her house. She'd be like, why are you in my house? But I want to do that. Her sheets are nice and crisp and clean, and you're able to get that look with a steamer like this. Now we're talking about storage racks, because storage racks really make or break your home, because I'll be honest, my home spends a lot of time being disorganized, and I'm trying to find things that kind of help me improve the situation. And when I found the storage rack, it changed the game for me. So this is a 5-tiered storage rack. I have it in my utility room as like a pantry, and this replaced my wire shelves because my food kept falling through the wire shelves, and I hated that for me. What I love about this storage rack is, one, it's easy to put together. I put it together by myself. I didn't scream any obscenities. I didn't hurt myself. It was incredible. It even comes with a mallet, right? So you don't even have to have any tools. But what I love about it is there's so many different customizations. So you can actually make some of the shelves like sit down low so that it's kind of like a basket for your food. You can also have some of the shelves sit at an angle so that if you have cans and stuff like that and you want them to move forward kind of like they do at 7-Eleven or whatever gas station you like to buy beverages from, you can do that as well. I just love how customizable it is and how easy it is to put together, and how the food just does not slip through the cracks. And they make so many different ones of these. They make so many different sizes, and you can actually put this in your garage and make a whole storage setup that is going to be 1,000 times cheaper than going to the Container Store. Okay, you guys, that is it for today's video. Those are some Amazon products that your home will thank you for. Literally every product in today's video has some utility. So when the box comes to the house and your partner's like, well, why did you buy that? You're gonna be like, this is gonna change your life, and they will have nothing to say. They'll just have to shut up. These products are amazing, and I think that you're going to love them. What products in today's video are you putting in your shopping cart right now? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And until next time, have a beautiful day.